So we left off here, right? So we were adding
those things so that the
those
buttons
things,
would
yeah.
actually do something.
So did you add all of them?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're gonna click on run.
I already did.
And we have, if we press 7, 8, 4, 5, and so forth, that sign will come up. Even the multiplication or division minus, even the decimal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the decimal. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna click on close.
I did.
Alright. And now we're gonna scroll all the way down in the design mode, sorry, in the source mode.
The list were already did.
And you go to the last curly sign. Do you see the last curly sign there? Okay. So we're gonna go right before it.
Oh.
There's another curly line, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you're gonna press enter to make a space there.
I've already got a space there.
Good. Then you're gonna type in public.
Okay. So how big do we make it capitals?
No, all lowercase.
Yes. Public void. Public void. With a space.
P-U-B-L-I-C. Do you see that there, Jonathan?
Yeah. Y-O-I-D.
Becca, what did we say?
Oh, yeah. Two spaces, one space. One space.
One space, then void, V-O-I-D.
Yeah.
You can go upstairs and have some food, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's stop here for a second, guys. So where were we? Okay, public void. Calculate.
Just calculate?
Yeah. The word calculate.
Done. That one.
Open parenthesis and close parenthesis.
With space or no space?
No space. So right after calculate, put in
I did.
open and close parenthesis.
So where did that go?
Remember, it's shift 9 and shift 0.
It did the other parenthesis for me.
Let me see, Jonathan.
It did the other parenthesis.
No, those are the ones.
Okay, it did the other one for me.
Ah, I see. Okay, the second one, yeah.
What
Okay.
happens if I do the second one?
Okay, so after putting the parenthesis, you're gonna put a space after it, and then put a open curly sign, and press enter, and it should make the close curly sign for you. You put the space after the parenthesis, Jonathan, before it. Press backspace. No, you put the parenthesis too far away.
It didn't close
no
it for me, Daddy. No.
Press backspace again. So you're right next to the Put the parenthesis like you had it before. You had it right. Go after the parenthesis, put a space, and put the open curly. See? So you have to press shift. Yeah. Did you press shift? Yeah. So now press enter. Okay. So you got it there.
Okay. See? Enter.
Yeah. Press enter. Okay. Okay, so now notice it created that second curly for you. Okay?
It did it.
Yeah, it did. If you scroll down a bit further, you'll see there's two closed curly ones, right?
No, there's just one. See?
I told you to scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh.
Okay? Scroll down. Okay. Now, in that space, we're going to type in well, we're not going to type in anything yet. What we're going to do is we're going to add something in the parentheses where it says calculate. So I'm going to put my cursor between the two parentheses. You see that there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to type the word string with a capital S, S-T-R-I-N-G.
String.
Yep. And then put a space and then type in number, the word number.
And then, do we put a capital N?
No, all lowercase.
It turns brown.
Yep, should turn brown, that's right.
If you do it wrong, then would it turn brown if you do it wrong?
No.
Okay. It turns brown.
Okay. Good. Now, in this space below it, between the two curly brackets, then we're going to evaluate what number it is, if it is a number or not, and if it is an operand, or if it is the equal sign, or if it is the C. Okay? So we're going to do that by using the if statement. Okay? First, we're going to do the numbers. So we're going to write in if space open parenthesis and then in the parenthesis you're going to type in number then you're going to put a space and then type two equal signs. Put the two equal sign.
Yeah.
Okay, then another space. Then you're going to open quotation marks.
What is that?
Those ones. Remember, you have to press shift. It's the second button to the right of the L. You have to hold down shift to get the quotation marks. Okay, and you're going to write the number 0. Okay, then you're going to move the cursor to the right of the quotation mark. So it's right there, see, right after the quotation mark but before the parenthesis. And you're going to put a space and then you're going to put an or sign. The or sign, you can't type in or. That doesn't work. You have to put a special sign. That means or. Okay? And that sign is a straight line up. And two of them. And it's the one next to the quotation mark. And you have to press shift to select it. So you have to press shift and press that button twice. And it will look like two straight lines.
That's the or sign?
That's right, that's the or sign.
Then you use shift? Then space after?
Yep, space after. Then we're gonna type in number again. 2 equal sign.
Another 2 equal sign. There.
And then quotation mark.
Space equal sign?
Yeah, space, 2 equal signs. 2 equal signs. Space, quotation mark. Please don't interfere on the video. Yeah. And then you're going to type in 1 there. Now have a look at the pattern that we have done so far. What have we done so far?
Number 2 equal signs, 0 in those quotation marks, the or sign, number 2 equal signs, 1 in quotation marks.
Okay, can you say it without using the actual name? So can you say it straight out as if it was a sentence? Can you say if number equals 0 or number equals 1?
If number equals 0 or number equals 1. If number equals 0 or number equals 1.
So that's what that sentence means. Now, we're gonna do the same for number 2. We're gonna put 2 straight lines, just like we did before, after the quotation marks.
For number 1, can we do those 2 straight lines? Yes, I got it.
Okay, and you're gonna type in number, 2 equal signs, quotation marks, 2, and continue on and on until you get to 9.
Daddy, could you come?
Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, press space bar. 1. Then you do the 2 straight lines like you did here. Okay, space, number. So you're going to do the same thing what you did here. Number equals equals.
Number
but instead
1.
of 1, you're going to type in 2. No. Did you just type in 2 there after the 2 lines? Sorry, 2 after the 2 lines. Type in number.
Yeah.
Type in number. Equals equals. Okay. Keep on going on, Matthew, until you get to 9.
And then space.
Yeah, space, just like you did there. See? No. What did you do here after number? What did you write?
Oh. I did 2
Then,
But then I use Dad, now I can.
okay, the quotation mark. Quotation marks.
Excuse me, Daddy.
One moment, Matthew. Number 2. You did 1 already, so now we're doing number 2. Now go after the quotation mark. Do the space, and then you do the whole thing again.
I'll go put 3.
That's right. Right.
Now, space.
Yes, Matthew?
Well, also, can I do the copy?
Yes, you can do the copy.
Can I?
Yes, Jonathan, you can do the copy thing. But finish that one first. Did you write the number right? You forgot something. Well, look at what you did before. Well, what did you do before? After you wrote number.
Oh, we got 2.
What did you do after the 2 equals? Now what number are you going to put there? Good. Now what do you think you can copy?
This.
Yeah, okay, so go ahead. So you have to highlight it.
Daddy, I'm at the end.
You went all the way to 9?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna have to wait for us. Do we need the parentheses?
No.
No. So just click away and try it.
If numbers equals 16,
You have to highlight it. Remember to copy it? Are you going to need it later?
Oh, so I highlighted 4.
I thought you were going to copy it.
Yeah, but I don't.
You erased the parentheses. I don't know why. Highlight what you need to copy.
Oh, I'll do this.
Okay, so do that.
There's that one.
Okay, so now right click on it, then click on copy. Now go to the end, but before the parentheses. Yeah. And then you right click right there where you are. Go paste. That's right. Change that number to 4. That's right. Keep on going until you reach 9.
I'm currently waiting.
You have to wait, Matthew.
They're done.
Okay, so after the parentheses, okay, you're going to put in a space. Sorry, you're going to press enter. Okay, and then you're going to put an open curly bracket or parenthesis.
Wait, so Daddy?
See?
Is the parenthesis supposed to do enter after that?
After the yeah.
After
Then
the parenthesis.
Put in the parenthesis, press enter, and then you open curly.
Yeah. So I need to do it after the
Yes.
parenthesis?
Press
Okay.
enter. Now do curly. Open curly.
It's over here.
Yeah. And now press enter.
There.
Jonathan, where are you? Stay with us. Press enter, Jonathan. You didn't press enter.
I just did the after the parenthesis.
No. You didn't do it after you did the curly brace, like I said.
Enter.
Okay. Notice it made the closed curly for you, so you don't have to do it. Now, this between these two curlies that we just made is what's gonna happen when the number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So far so good? So if I press one of those numbers, this will happen. Okay? So far so good?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we're gonna need to do.
Daddy, you know there's an or sign after 9. Should we erase the or sign that's after 9?
Well, I don't have an or sign after 9.
Okay, but I do. Should we put if we
You need to get rid of it, yes. There shouldn't be an or sign, because then you're saying or and then what? Or what? There's nothing there, right? Okay, so that's what's going to happen if the number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So we're going to do whatever happens, or we'll write what happens when one of these numbers is.
So 2 slashes.
You're not going to write that there. I'm just writing this for myself here, okay? So I'm writing 2 slashes and I'm writing a comment. And I'm just saying there what happens when one of these numbers is pressed.
That's what we have to write?
No. Okay. So we're going to leave that curly. Okay. So you're going to go to the end of the curly and press enter to make a space. Now you're going to write if. You're going to open the curly. Sorry, you're going to open the.
Could you?
Yes, one moment. Okay, so see this closed curly? You're going to click there and press enter. Okay, now you're going to type in F. Open parenthesis.
And space after the if. Space after if.
Yep.
Okay.
Open parenthesis.
Yep.
And then you're going to type in number to equal sign.
Wait.
Number 9.
Okay.
Okay, so type in number. Don't worry, Matthew, don't worry. Space equals.
Another space.
Equals, and then quotation marks.
Do you put space after the equals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always put spaces. And then you're gonna put in there the division sign.
Oh, division. Where's the division sign again? Oh, it was the slash.
Yeah, it's the question mark key.
No, it's the slash, right? Oh yes, it's the question mark key with the above.
Okay, then after the quotation marks. The slash is at.
No, the division. It's just the slash. Oh.
Okay, after the quotation marks, we're gonna put the or sign. Which is the or sign?
It's those two
straight lines. That's right.
Yep.
Then we're gonna type in number equal 2 equal signs, open quotation marks, and then this time it's gonna be the multiplication sign. Remember, it's that star.
Yes, it's the star.
Yeah, so space, number, 2 equals. We're doing the same thing what we did over here. So, 2 equal signs. And then the multiplication sign, which is the star.
And then you do what space again?
And then after the Jonathan, you didn't do the quotation marks and the star. No, equals.
Yeah.
Okay, equals. Space, quotation mark. the one next to the enter key. Next to the enter key, that's the one. There you go. Okay, and now the multiplication sign, which is? Yeah. There you go, you found it. Good. Now, after the quotation marks, again, we're going to put the or sign, and now we're going to do or
Do you do
number.
space after the quote?
Yes, Jonathan. Or number equals, and then it's going to be minus, or number equals, it's going to be plus.
I forgot to put quotation marks for the minus button.
So this is the minus. Okay, after the quotation marks. Space or the or sign, which is.
And I think I'm
So, space number. Just like guys have effect here. Upstairs. Must mean something else. Okay. Did you do the plus as well?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now.
Is it time to run?
Not yet. Now, after the parenthesis, you're going to press enter, open curly, press enter. Okay, so this is going to control what's going to happen when you press the division sign, the multiplication sign, the minus, and the plus. Okay? After the second curly sign, we're going to press enter. And then we're going to type in if space open parenthesis number equals
No. And then what do you put?
So this is going to handle what happens when we press the equal sign. Equals. Then we put the equal sign. Okay? And after the parenthesis, you're going to press enter, and my battery is running low. Just give me a moment, I need to plug the computer in.
I'm not with you that we have to put, and Daddy? No, Daddy? After.
There we go.
Daddy, after every time I do this, see, I do this, I put a space in between.
Okay, that's fine, don't worry too much about that. Okay. So, You press enter after the parenthesis. You're going to open a curly sign and press enter again.
So what?
Okay, then you're going to put the cursor on the after the close curly. Press enter. Look, Jonathan, you didn't go after the curly, the close curly. You see, you started typing inside of it. So we're going to move it out, okay? So first, press enter there. I'm going to take this, move it over like that. Okay, now press enter and put an open curly sign. Okay, press enter. Okay, go down. Scroll down. Okay, now the close curly sign. Then go after it. Just to the right of it. So to the right.
Yeah, I was.
You just click on it. To the right. There you go. Press enter. Type in F.
If you like to talk to tomatoes.
Something like
Remember
that. Remember, we are recording this, okay? Okay, if space open parenthesis.
If space open parenthesis.
Number equals the big C.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, then after the parenthesis, you're going to put the cursor there by clicking there. Or you can use the arrow keys. Press enter, open curly parenthesis, and press enter. Scroll down, go to the closed one, press enter, type in if.
Wait a minute. You don't.
Okay, so one, go to the closed parenthesis, then close curly blade.
So is everything in the right place over
No.
here?
Because here, see over here, you're inside of this if. You need to be outside of it, right? So we're going to move it. Press enter first. And we're going to move all of this. See? Now if you press shift, it moves it. Space. There we go. See? It's supposed to be all in the same line.
Okay, so it's not, now it's good.
Yeah.
So we press enter again? Right here?
Yeah. So press enter. If. Yeah.
If. And
Yeah.
then
If open parenthesis number equals open quotation marks or comments and type in the period sign, the dot sign, the decimal sign.
and put the period in.
Yeah.
You don't have quotation. Do we have quotation marks in the calculator? Do you have quotation marks in the calculator?
No, we don't. Okay, so now after the parenthesis, put the cursor there. You can click there. You can use the arrow keys, and then press enter. Open curly brace or per curly parenthesis. I like to call it curly parenthesis. It's a habit of mine.
Press enter again.
Yeah.
That's it. And then go outside. And then go up. And that. Wait, let me see that. we supposed to put slashes in between all of those curly parentheses that are opening and closing?
I'm sorry?
And see on this, on the projector.
Yeah.
You're putting those everywhere.
Yeah, those are just comments that I'm putting in.
Okay.
But you don't have to put them in, okay? Those are just for reference. Okay?
And look, do we do this, Daddy? See? Why can we tap?
That's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry if you put an extra enter somewhere.
Will we ever get to try it?
Not yet. We want to do something else. Okay, so if we scroll back up a little bit, we back up. Well, I have to scroll up. You don't. Where it says public void calculate.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, it's accepting a number. Okay. That's why we wrote the in parentheses string number. So we're gonna give it a number, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell it to make a calculation and give the number back. Okay. And the number that's gonna come back is whatever is gonna appear. Okay. I'm gonna pause for a bathroom break. Can't seem to pause. Okay, we are ready to continue now. So we're back here. Okay, you see here at the top it says public void calculate string number, and we were saying that the reason why we write string and number is because a string is like a word or a letter. Okay, so right now the way the program sees it, Jonathan, sorry, they can't hear me if you're whistling. Okay, all right. It sees right now. It sees whatever button you press as a letter. Okay, so it considers the number 0 as a letter. Okay, that's why we wrote this string. So now what we want to do is we want to let this return. Void means it's not returning anything. Okay, we want to return it something, because once we give a number here, we wanted to give it back, but give the answer back. Okay, all right, so we're gonna have to write here, instead of void, we're gonna write there the word string.
Any capitals?
Yeah.
Capital S?
Yes.
All right. Good.
Okay. Now you'll see a squiggly line underneath the calculate and string and number. Okay, that's completely normal, and that's okay. All right. After string number, after the parentheses, we have the curly bracket. We're gonna put the cursor there by clicking there, or you can use the arrows of the keys.
So inside it or after it?
After it, we're gonna put the cursor there and press enter.
All right.
Okay. And then we're gonna type in there private, the word private. Actually, we're not going to type in anything like that. We don't need to write in private. We're just going to type in string answer semicolon. Yes.
String answer.
Yes. Semicolon.
Answer.
I'm sorry?
Answer.
Oh, answer.
Yeah, but answer with a W.
Sorry?
ANSW, right?
Isn't that right?
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Okay. Because Daddy,
Yeah.
because mine is brown, yours is.
Yeah, mine is brown too. You just can't see it that well. Now you haven't finished typing it yet. You have to type in answer. So ANSWER. SWER. Semicolon. You remember? It's next to the L. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Then we're gonna go towards. We're gonna find the last first curly brace. We have to scroll down, and it's right after the last if. Do you see the last curly of the last if statement?
Oh,
Do you
yes.
see it over there?
I see it.
Okay.
Place the cursor right after it.
Yep. See the last if statement? The closed curly of the curly parenthesis with curly brace. You see that there? You put the cursor there, and that means you click there. So you have the last if statement, the closed curly. Closed curly. Not the open one, the closed one.
This one.
That's the open one,
This.
that's the closed one. Click after it, and press enter.
I already had a space actually.
That's fine, Matthew. Okay.
So then
After pressing enter, we're gonna type in there,
pause.
return.
I have 2 spaces.
It doesn't matter, Matthew, how many spaces. You can have 20 spaces. It doesn't matter as long as you have done it after the curly, okay?
Okay.
Alright. So type in the word return. And you're gonna type in the word return equals, just one equal.
I should have been brown with the red squiggly line.
It doesn't matter right now. And then type in the word answer. And then semicolon. Oh, we don't need the equal sign, that's right.
Oh, we don't need the equal sign. Okay. So we don't need the equal sign?
Yeah, sorry, no equal sign, just type in return space answer. Remember how you wrote it before? Do you see it over there? Is that how you wrote it there? Semicolon. Don't put a semicolon, Matthew.
Like that? Like that?
Semicolon. Semicolon. Yep.
Like right here, Daddy?
Yep, you got it right. Okay, you see it on the projector too, huh? Okay, now there's a red squiggly line below it. That's okay. That's because we haven't actually done anything with it yet. Okay, now we're gonna go scroll back up to where it says string answer, semicolon. We're gonna put the cursor after the semicolon of string answer. So you're gonna click there, just like I just did there. Do you see it blinking on the projector?
Yeah.
Right answer. And then you're going to press enter. You're going to type in the word answer equals quotation mark. Within the quotation mark, you're going to write 0 semicolon. Okay, now what we just did there was initialize this string. Okay, now if you scroll back down, Is there a red squiggly line under answer?
No.
No. That's because we just did answer equals 0. Okay? And what we did was we made sure that it has something in it. Okay? Otherwise it's just empty. If I just left it string answer, it will be empty. And it doesn't like empty. Okay? It wants to have something in there.
I know what? It's hungry. And
Yeah.
you have to feed it.
Yes, yes. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and click on run. It will ask you to save.
Okay.
And you should still, everything should still work the way it did before. When you press 7, 4, 1, 0, C, whatever button you press, the letter comes up. It should still work as before. Nothing has changed. Okay? So I'm going to close that.
And what's the use if nothing has changed?
You'll see in a moment. Okay. So this public string calculate string number is actually not being used right now. Okay? So now we're going to scroll up to the beginning to number 7. Remember, we started with the first button, number 7. So right now it says LBL new label dot set text 7, right?
Yes.
It's the first button, so you have to scroll all the way up, Jonathan. All the way up. Okay. See where it says LBL new label dot set text 7?
Yeah.
Do you see that there, Jonathan?
So
In the button number 7, where the action listener is, where it says public void action performed.
Yeah.
Okay, inside of it, it will say LBL new label dot set text.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the parenthesis and before the quotation marks, we're going to type in the word calculate. Then we're going to open the parenthesis, and then after the quotation marks, we're going to close it.
Whoa.
So now it will look like that.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Not inside with the 7. So between the set text and the open
No, Jonathan. So erase the CAL and the space. Okay, so you put the cursor after the parenthesis, yeah, and before the quotation mark.
Here?
Yeah, right there. There we go. Calculate.
Right here, Daddy?
Yep, right there.
And then write calculate.
Yeah. Open parenthesis. And then after the quotation mark.
So like this, Daddy?
Yeah. So after the quotation mark. Yeah.
Before the.
Yeah, you're gonna add another parenthesis there. Okay, so it will look like that.
Open or close?
Close parenthesis. That's right. You should have 2 close parentheses after there. So just like mine. Do you see mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's run it and press the number 7.
It's a 0.
Right?
It's a 0.
Oh, Jonathan, you click on the arrow next to the. Just click on the green. Yeah. There you go. Click OK. What happens when you press number 7?
It's a 0. Why does it say 0?
Well, it says 0 because now we're saying, okay, when you press 7, it will display whatever the calculate has done, right? What has the calculate done?
It has started the string with 0.
That's right. When we said if number is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, did we tell it to do anything?
No.
No, we didn't tell it to do anything at all. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually ask it to do something. So now click on the X, go scroll all the way down to the bottom where we have the string calculate, where it says if number equals 0, number 1, within the curly braces there, we're going to type in there answer equals
under those two slashes. Okay, so we have to press enter.
So if within the curly, so scroll all the way down, Jonathan, where it says calculate, where it says if number equals 0, 1, 2, see there? Between these two curly braces, you're going to type in answer equals number semicolon.
Can you come over here?
Okay? So far?
Look, this is what I have. This one has two.
Yeah, don't worry. Matthew, can you please stop worrying about the spaces?
But am I supposed
You're
to
asking me every 2 seconds about the spaces. Oh, I have 2 spaces. Doesn't matter, Matthew.
Is it here or my? Okay.
Yes, between the 2 curly spaces. Yeah.
And
type in answer equals number semicolon.
and not after the two slashes. Right?
You see how it's done? The W.
Answer equals number. Answer equals number. Semicolon. Done.
Okay? Alright. So now let's run it now. So you press run calculate, click OK. Now if you press the number 7, what happens?
7.
So we got 7. Just you didn't put the semicolon, buddy.
Oh.
Click on cancel. And I put the semicolon. Remember, it's right next to the L. That's not a semicolon. Yeah, that's the one.
That will
Now it will work. Okay, so now it's working properly, right?
Yes.
Alright.
I can't see the plus equals.
Not yet, we'll get there. Okay, so now let's close it. And now if we scroll back up, we're gonna do the same thing to all of the buttons. Okay, so we're gonna right there where it says calculate within parentheses 7. So we're gonna do that the same thing with the number 8. Okay.
And everything else.
And everything else. So you have to type in what? Calculate parentheses.
Oops.
Yeah, just click over. Okay, you can copy it and paste it and just change the number.
So Daddy,
Could I what?
what do I do now? So
See how you wrote there, calculate parentheses 7 close parentheses. So you need to do that same thing with the 8 and the 9 and so forth. You can type it in or you can just copy and paste. It might be easier to copy and paste, right?
this.
Yeah, but you have to do all the parentheses. So going until before the semicolon. Yeah, there. So copy that.
Now, right click.
Yeah, copy. Now if you go to the 8, you have to do the parentheses. So you have to highlight that. 1. So you click and hold the same way you did just now. Yeah. Now right click on it. You have to undo it on it. Yeah. And then paste. And then change the 7 to the what number is that? 8. And you do the same thing for the next one. I'm gonna do it the same way you are. Actually, I'm gonna do it a little bit different. Actually, I'm just gonna copy the whole thing.
With every single number and the things like with every single number and with the things like the multiplication sign.
Yep, that's right. The equal sign, the decimal point, everything. That's right. Division sign.
Mommy? After we do that, let's first.
You mean the actual adding and so forth?
When is it gonna work?
Oh, we're still quite a while away.
Just to program one calculator will take quite some time.
Well, it takes you quite some time because you have never programmed before, okay?
So if after we program the calculator, then after we make the calculator, then what will we do? Will we make
Well,
it with
then I'll show you a different way of making it.
the calculator?
Yeah,
Faster?
maybe faster or it might be easier, but you have to get used to programming and you have to take baby steps at a time, okay? The way I programmed this calculator, I did it differently.
Did you do it baby steps?
Well, I learned through baby steps. Yeah. Okay, good. So right now we have answer number. Zero.
Daddy, will it probably be next?
Yeah, it will take us a few more lessons before we get to the point where it works properly.
Oh, I got it. Everything's good.
Okay, so go ahead, click on run.
Oh, C doesn't do anything?
No, wait, Jonathan, go ahead. Finish it. No, almost done. Just have the equal sign now.
So now all of those.
Matthew, wait, don't say anything. Just wait. So Jonathan's done.
There.
Okay, so go ahead, click on run. And now click on the numbers so they do change. But what about, so none of the decimal point, the C, none of the operators, they do anything. You can only press the numbers and the numbers will appear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what is the difference? If you press the number 5 and then you press the plus sign, what happens?
5.
What number does it become?
0.
0. Yeah. Why does it become 0? Because we didn't tell it to do anything, since in the public string calculator we told it from the start to be 0, okay, unless we change it to something else. Okay, so that's the reason why. So we have to make sure that we do something all the time. Alright, we'll look at the other if statements and we'll check and see what we can do to create the number. Because notice right now we just have single digits, right? We want to be able to do numbers like 10 or 12 or 120. So we'll talk about how we're going to be able to do that. Okay?
Can we do that? Do we have to, because that here, it's 8:32.
No, I'm saying that we're not going to do that today. We're going to do that another day. Okay?
So are we done for the day?
We are done for today, yeah. Okay, let me just stop this. And
Can I hear the